Hello, Chris Green here with the Flood Insurance Guru. Today we're here in Braselton, Georgia, as you can see here behind us. We're talking about flood risk and flood insurance. You know, when you think of Braselton, you may very well think of the Lake Lanier area. But what a lot of people don't think about are the flood risk and maybe even sometimes the high flood insurance premiums businesses just like this one right here suffer from, because they're not exactly sure what to do. So today we're going to talk a little bit about some of the flood risk here in Braselton that are outside the lake area. You know, when you think of the lake area, you're probably thinking AE, which is your 100-year flood zone. But what you don't think about is properties like this that are in flood zone A. They may not have a base flood elevation, so an elevation certificate might help them, it might not. Maybe they've never been told about an elevation certificate. And businesses like this might pay $5,000, maybe even $10,000 for flood insurance premiums because it's a commercial risk, which means the National Flood Insurance Program looks at it differently when it comes to rating tables, surcharges, and things like this. So if you're a business owner, maybe you're just a property owner here in Braselton, it's important that you understand what the flood insurance options are and some of the different types of flood zones here in Braselton. So when it comes to the flood insurance options, remember you got the National Flood Insurance Program and you've got private flood insurance. Now, private flood insurance can be very beneficial on properties like this, you see, because the National Flood Insurance Program only offers $500,000 in coverage on commercial buildings. However, when it comes to private flood insurance, you might be able to get $2 million in coverage on this building. But something you can get on this building that you cannot get through the National Flood Insurance Program is business loss of use. So what if this building floods and the business needs to keep operating? That's where business loss of use can come in and be very beneficial. So what about flood zones in this area? You know, we've mentioned flood zone AE, even flood zone A. You've also got, remember, flood zone X, which is your minimum risk, your preferred. This is where your best rates are. Now, generally, these are the three types of flood zones in Braselton, Georgia. So that's what we wanted to talk about today, was the flood risk, the flood insurance options here in Braselton, Georgia. So if you've got questions about what your flood insurance options are in Braselton, Georgia, Beaufort, Georgia, maybe even Gainesville, Georgia, or Winder, Georgia, click below to visit our website, floodinsuranceguru.com. Remember, we have an educational background in flood mitigation, which means we can help you understand flood risks like this right here, your flood insurance, and mitigating your property long term. Thank you.